let me bring it back to what you were saying about don't try to do what somebody else is doing, because and it was I can't remember if it was Penn or Teller who wrote this in a Magic Magazine article a million years ago, but they said, let hate, not love, be your guiding force. And what they meant by that is, if you let love be your guiding force, like when I was a kid, I wanted to be Penn and Teller in Magic, so I loved Penn and Teller, and they're like, if you play that game, the best you will be is a pale copy of Penn and Teller. Mm-hmm. And whereas if you let hate, think about everyone you hate in Magic and do the exact opposite of that. Yeah. You will carve out a brand new direction. Justin Robert Young. You will carve out a brand new direction, and you will be a pioneer, and you will discover yourself, discover within yourself stories that you never knew were there because you went in a totally new uncharted lane.
What's up, motherfuckers? Skulls here, and I hope y'all liked that little snippet of an episode that I found on YouTube. The person speaking was Brian Bushwood, and when he said that in that video, it explained a lot for people like me and a few people that I see on YouTube. Some motherfuckers look at haters as just haters, but because they hate you so much, they hate how you speak, they hate how you live your life, etc. So what does that hater do? If he wants to be in your profession, he is going to do the exact opposite that you're doing in order to be better than you, for the simple reason he doesn't want to be anything like you. If you look at me and my business, which I would never tell you what it is, the only reason I started this specific type of business was because I hated the companies that are doing it now. I felt they were doing it all wrong. I felt I knew more than they did. So because I hated them, I already wanted to start my own business in the first place. So I used them as sort of an inspiration to be nothing like them. And I didn't notice I was doing that in the first place. I didn't look at these companies and say, what they're doing is so awesome and perfect. I want to be exactly like them. No, I hated them and how they ran their business. Not saying they're scam artists or anything. I'm just saying they started off believing what they hear and see on the internet or what they learned in school, and didn't take into account personal experience or people clearly stating this specific feature that you're offering doesn't work anymore. So I noticed that, and I started my own business to show them how to do it right. Hopefully, if they notice. Another is these people on YouTube. For me now, I hate it, I still hate, and I do hate 90% of the commentators I hear on YouTube. Especially in the Modern Warfare 3 days, where all I seen was double and triple Moabs, and all I hear is the same shit over and over again, and their excuse to talk about these tips and class setups is because one person or two people asked them about it in the comment section. Or they say, I know most of you guys know this already, but someone might not. And they say that every video. I used to be into that shit to help me get better when I was started watching these commentaries. You know, when I started playing Modern Warfare 3. But looking back at it, tips and tricks doesn't really help you. They mainly say common shit. Like, you should use the silencer. You should use cover. You shouldn't walk in the middle of the map where it's open and no cover. Shit like that comes naturally if you have any kind of experience in the game and watch the kill games. You'll notice other people using silencers. You'll notice them using cover. You'll notice them not going out in the open or you dying in the open, so you shouldn't go there again, obviously. I mean, it's common sense. Probably the only thing that actually helped me when I was watching these YouTube things is they recommended going clockwise around the map. And that's probably it. Because I usually just go random, you know, zigzag here and there, but going around the map, it does kind of help. But the rest of that shit got too damn repetitive. So I started looking for people who actually had commentary topics. And it's not easy as it sounds. I used to search for community channels, other commentators putting up a video talking about their top 5 commentators and seeing if they are actually good. And I hopefully found people who don't talk about the goddamn game, especially Call of Duty. Millions of people play Call of Duty, millions of people know the perks and guns. The amount of actual people who need you to tell them what the perks do can't be that many. If you look at the comment section of these videos where they forget to mention the class setup, only 2 or 3 people ask for the class setup that they use. The others are mentioning whatever the topic that you were talking about, and whether the game sucks or whatever, you know, because of course you're going to be talking about the gameplay since you can't talk about shit else. And I don't mind the recommended classes, you know, that's just fine. But if that's all you're talking about in every video, I hate you now. And after I went through that phase, I found people like Thunder, which is a good mix of talking about his gameplay and actually having something to talk about at the same damn time. And I found Serious Drama, Blacklight, Incredilag, Jive Turkey. I like the Drifter videos when he puts out actual serious topics, even though every time he talks about something, they're 15 minutes long. Like, dude, please make them shorter. But I still watch every single second because those shits are interesting as hell. And there are a few others, but I can't really find that many good commentators who focus more on their commentary instead of their 100 plus gameplays. And I don't look at these commentators like I wanted to start a channel and be like them. I looked at all these other commentators who I hated so much. I wanted to be better than them, not the commentators like myself, which once again I didn't know that's what I was doing. I even hated their titles, so I do that differently compared to the ones I hate. Why do you need to know how many kills and deaths I have in a video game? Or what map I'm on? You shouldn't care. 99% of the time, it'll be something that's at least entertaining. Yeah, I do that specifically on my second channel, my clan channel, Outrun Gaming, but I don't add commentary to these videos, because you can see what perks and what gun he's using, so it's just raw gameplay on there. And like I told somebody a while back in a video I did, the game got them YouTube fame, quote unquote, not their personality. What the fuck happened to YouTube's slogan, broadcast yourself, not broadcast your gamertag? And that type of thing pissed me off, and I guess it motivated me to start this channel. So let hate, not love, be your guiding force. Anyways, motherfuckers, that's it, and I'm out.
Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Securing B. B locked down. Counter UAV on standby. We're losing this fight. Securing job. Securing C. Losing A. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hostile. Securing C. Friendly counter UAV inbound. Losing B.